everybody. Today we're going to be covering two new heroes that have entered the game, Starscream and Megatron, and we'll also cover Stage 2 of the Transformers event. So first thing we're going to do, like usual, is show you the different ways to obtain the hero. So for Megatron, the two ways are the Lucky Treasury, which has switched over from Optimus Prime to Megatron, and then you can also buy him in the Megatron Hero Pack for $19.99 US dollars, and then you can buy his skills if you hit to the right. I always suggest getting him from Lucky Treasury because the amount of gems for that usually ends up being about 3,300. So you can just do the times 10 draw. Remember, every 9 spins you get a free one. So I just have 2 now. Then we have 3. I really feel like they nerfed this. There's 4. It used to be a lot better in 5, 6, and you'd get 10 easily in the 3,300, but it's definitely become a lot more of a struggle. I think that's 9 now, so I'm gonna have to go for another full spin. There's 10. Just because I want an extra shard, I'm just gonna spin the extra couple of spins here, and I won the jackpot. So that's unusual for me. Usually I don't win, so I just got him for free because I got all my money back. So the next step for the two heroes. Oh, sorry. I'll show you guys how to get Starscream. So if you go into the event and you hit Wipeout, and then you hit rewards, you can see Starscream's commission, which does bring you back to that screen. I don't know why I took you the long way, but this is also in the themed events page. You will get him as you finish his tasks. So as you finish these daily tasks, you'll get his different shards. 10 shards unlocks him. I'm going to kind of point out that seems a lot similar to Bumblebee, so I'd be careful that you may want to finish all these because you might not be able to upgrade him after the event. Don't know, can't say anything on that, but I'm just kind of worried about that, so I'm definitely going to try to get all these tasks done, but it doesn't look like there's enough shards in here total either, so I can't speak one way or another on it. Maybe there's enough to get him to 5-star, and then you have to perk him with universal shards. I don't know. That'll be something we find out soon. So let's talk about these two heroes. So the first hero is going to be Megatron. We will unlock him. I've already kind of peeked at him. His skill is instantly getting put into my march, just because he does have a higher defense than War, but his 5-star max stat is increases the attack of all units by 50%, so that's already just slightly less than Ben. But after the first 2 rows launch a normal attack, there's a chance to fire an extra missile causing 200% damage, and increasing the damage dealt to vulnerable targets by 320%. And then when an army unit launches the missile, it attacks vulnerable targets first. So if you have vulnerable targets, which I believe, if I remember right, May makes those. Yep, so May makes the vulnerable targets. So something to think about, that those two combined could be extremely devastating just because of how they work together. Do I have Warzone right now? Okay. We'll come into Warzone here and show you Megatron quick. He's only level 1, but I just want to see kind of what his trigger rate is. We're going to sub out Katyusha for him. Oh, man. I should have set my defense first. Sorry. Alright. So, let's see how often he triggers on this. So, I pulled out Katyusha just so her triggers weren't getting in the way. So, there's his attack buff right away. His guy triggered Katyusha. So now here's his alt. So you'll see it launch the second attack. That's 2 out of 4. So it looks like it might be like a 50% chance or so. Let's try another one here. Got somebody. Oh, I don't want to hit the same person twice. Mr. Mia. So we had, the first time through, we had 2 out of 4. Let's see what we have this time through. Or 2 out of 6, sorry. So it only fires on the front two rows. So, and there it triggered again. So there's 1, 2. So his trigger rate does seem like it's going to be quite high. Megatron definitely, first impressions, is going to be a must-have for armies. Definitely seems like you're definitely going to want to pair him with my also. So something to keep in mind there is that 300% damage. It's a big buff compared to the 200% once you get him 5-star. Plus his skill. I didn't win that obviously because I have a level 1 Megatron in there. But let's jump in and see his. Oops, wrong one. His skill. So the level 3, 5, 7, they obviously can't stick to their word and keep the level 5 as the better thing like they said they were going to, but level 3, all units damage decrease +3, doesn't have to be in battle. Merciless attack, all units can trigger the extra missile effect, so that's huge. That means that all 9 tiles can trigger instead of just the front 2. And then level 7, when this hero participates in battle after a normal attack, army units will add vulnerable to a random target, increasing its next damage by 20%. So, his skill isn't what they said they were going to keep with skills, but it's top war, so they like to mix things up and not hold to their word. Starscream, I'm not going to be able to show you him in battle or kind of demonstrate him, but Starscream's going to be, it seems like a pretty universal hero. So his 5-star max stats are: following your unit's normal attack, there's a chance to fire 4 missiles, dealing 39.9% damage to random targets, and a chance to induce a vulnerable debuff on the target, increasing its damage suffered by 25% for 1 round. When an Air Force unit uses this skill, it will launch an additional missile. So, depending on how often that fires, it could be useful. It could be a nice pair with Megatron just because it gives you that vulnerable debuff, but at the same time, it kind of, the damage he does is really, really low. 40% damage, even if it's 5 targets, isn't that much compared to if you're trying to sub him out for somebody else. And I get why they did that, because they're trying not to overpower Air Force. But I mean, you're looking at Katyusha, who does almost 70% to 5 targets. That's about, what, 75% more. So that's that. Those are the 2 new heroes. Definitely going to get both, and definitely going to upgrade Megatron at least and put him in my March right away. So you guys will see me with Megatron in my March. I have to kind of decide what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to pull Ben and do Prime, Katyusha, Megatron. So that's going to be my new attack March. As for the event, stage 2 of the event is called Wipeout. How this works is basically we have to kill the Sharticons. They work just like Dark Forces, and then there's a leaderboard that kind of shows you who's all killed things. And then the reward info is a server-based reward again. So as you defeat things at the end of the event, you'll get however many total points you have earned. Some things in there. There's Dawn Chest. There's Starscream skills. So keep an eye on those. But all you have to do it is find one. And I would definitely try to find the level 6 ones because they're going to give you better rewards for your level. Hit attack and send your march. It's going to be a long march because of that, but then if you guys haven't done it yet, make sure you go into stage 1, hit reward info, and collect. We still haven't seen the store yet, which I thought was supposed to open on stage 2, but I guess it is not opening yet. The store should have different prizes in it, and I wish they would have it open because that would be nice. Let's see, make sure it's not in here anywhere. Hero upgrade, that's from Megatron, so if you upgrade Megatron, you'll get those rewards. Cybertron box, Clap skin, Monopoly. Yeah, so no store yet for the shark teeth, but something to keep an eye on. I don't think these Dark Forces Sharticons are very difficult either. So level 65, 240. So there's a little more beef to them. And this is the points that get added to the event. That's obviously Amalia, and then the Shark Tooth, which we'll get to use on a store later. And actually, you can usually go like this. Yeah, see, coming soon. So, other than that, that's kind of all for the Transformers event for today. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and see ya.